Well, most of us would agree that our society really is a society that is in decline and that our culture needs to be transformed. The question is, how can transformation take place? As Christ followers, we understand that the church is central in terms of God's plan, but it's the gospel, the good news of Jesus, that really penetrates a society. And when it permeates a society, transformation can happen from the inside out, and it happens by the Spirit of God. As a pastor, the question that I'm speaking on specifically today is, how do we as pastors lead transformational communities? How do we lead our own churches in transformation, a transformation that results in transformation of the culture that we're serving, but also in the church culture as well? Much can be said about the lead pastor's role in casting vision and inspiring through his passion or her passion, and of course, that is indeed crucial. But the gospel is good news, and here's the truth. The truth is, it's only good news practically and powerfully at the point of human need. It's when people are faced with real need, discovering that they need salvation, that they need reconciliation, that they need, reconstruction of their lives. It's when they sense that they need purpose and meaning and freedom and hope in their life. It all starts there. And it starts with us, the church, being inspired and challenged and hopefully equipped to engage human need as God provides opportunity. As a pastor, for me, my context is church-school partnerships. What for us started 8 years ago with Roosevelt High School in Portland, Oregon. Roosevelt's an urban school and we're a suburban church, but now it's spread to over, we're so thankful, 300 public schools in Portland, and is a growing movement in Sacramento and in cities all around our nation. But it's churches serving and resourcing schools in their need by being present. But here's the transformative key that we're discovering. What we're learning is this, that when you get close, you get changed. It's really just that simple. That if you are willing, as a church and as an individual believer, if you're willing to get close, then transformation can take place. One of the problems that we have as pastors, and I think as believers, is that we're often nice. We see each other on weekends, and I say, hi, how are you? And you say, good, and you, and I smile, and you smile, and everything is just so nice for us, And I'm not suggesting that we should become not nice in the name of Jesus. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I did a study of the word nice, and it comes from a Latin word meaning ignorant or to ignore. And the truth is, often as followers of Christ, we become good at ignoring, whether intentionally or unintentionally, ignoring needs in our culture that dominate the lives of people for whom Jesus Christ died. But when you get close, you get changed. I had to get close as a pastor. I had to be changed in a new and a fresh way. And I had to stop ignoring, and I had to lead my church to do the same. In terms of kids in school, that happened for me when I saw a video of a school swap, something that happened for me in the year 2008 when Bill Gates and Oprah, I think, produced this video. It was kids from 2 high schools in our nation's capital in Washington, D.C. that swapped schools. They traded schools. They were only 20 miles apart, but they were worlds apart in terms of resource and in terms of provision. But they traded schools for just one day. I watched the video of that, and I'll never forget the look on this one dear young woman's face coming from the urban school, having just been, walking down dimly lit hallways, cracked plaster, scarcity surrounding her. She toured this suburban school, brand new, gleaming hallways, computers everywhere, even a new blue swimming pool that was in the center of the school. And in our nation's capital, 20 minutes apart, a world she had never known even existed. The look on her face was one, not of anger, as I might suspect, but one of profound sadness and even a sense of rejection. When I heard her say these words, I'll never forget, she said, "Why aren't we worth this? Why aren't we worth this?" And it broke my heart. And it changed my life. I was transformed. It was the beginning, really, of a transformation for me where I realized that we can't ignore any longer that. We can't ignore the injustice of that. We can't ignore the scarcity of that. We're talking about our children who are our future. And so where does transformation take place? It takes place not in safe places, where we create these insulated worlds far removed from real life needs. It takes place in the collision of poverty and plenty, in the collision of scarcity and abundance. It takes place in us and through us when we are willing to come out of our ignorance and get actively involved in the real life needs of our world. The gospel of Jesus, the power to transform us all, becomes good news at the point of human need. So pastors, are we living that? Are we growing and living that? Are we growing and leading the people that God has put in our care to be so involved in this present world? The present opportunities in our world are indeed epic, and they're all around us to transform this world that is so in need. Pastors and all people, whatever we do, in all that we do, I hope, by the grace of God, that we will seize the day. Thank you.